Alright, so I wanted to get it out real quick because a lot has just kind of held this video back from technical difficulties to just me being lazy. Long story short, by now, Blaze, Obscurian, whatever he wants to be called at this point, has already disowned the video. However, after getting some permission, I am covering it. However, just don't go after him or anything and we'll all be good. I trust you guys wouldn't, but just don't. You don't want the Kibo upset. Do not want to make the ultimate robot upset. And ultimate marshmallow. And ultimate yokai scrub. Yes. And one more thing, I went and did all the recording right before I got sick on my iPad due to technical difficulties, so if you start hearing an echo, that's why. So, enjoy.
Guess who's back? Back again. Axel's back. Tell a friend. So meet Blaze of Arcana, our commentator previously known as Skeleton Nathan, who used to make commentaries that were not really good, though most of his content now is decent. Around the time September 24th of 2016 to recently, there was a bandwagon chain simply known as the Joshua Chain, a chain in which a bunch of people like Blaze, previous Target Disc-Sponge, and two-timer Joshua Coffee House were all a part of. And it was mostly burned by Guotom. One of the people who was burnt was the Slayer of Demons 99, who was commented on by Duel and Joshua themselves. Blaze Arcana wasn't particularly fond of this and was going to co-op with Disc-Sponge. However, after some time, it became a solo in the target of this commentary. Now I want to get it out of the way that I'm not covering this because there's a video on Joshua. I think if my clicking on Joshua is anything to go by, that's not the case. I have always made commentaries because I felt like I saw flaws in the video, no matter who or what you are covering. And if you made bad points, then you're going to get under my radar, whether you like it or not. Oh, and one more thing. I decided to give you the Disc-Sponge treatment and change your avatar. But don't worry, you'll love him. After all, he's in #BringBackFly 2017, so you should be fine. So with that said, let's get started. Hey, quick question, why the frick does this pick a Rainbow Dash have a white background? Blaze, please, I'm sure you can find more PNGs in Rainbow Dash that give you a transparent background. I'm sure I don't need to explain to you how Google Images work.
Okay, I'm going to use the help buying a new tree named after me. If this tree is a bird, it'll spoil the—
Okay, why? Why this white background? Why these subtitles? Great job, let me confused in the first 5 seconds. Why is this white background here? Out of the huge library of moving backgrounds you have, Doodle, you pretty much use a white background.
First off, great job cutting off Joshua there, buddy. Yes, it really might not have mattered since you are talking about presentation, but it just seems jarring that you decided to cut him off like that, and to be honest, it's kinda rude. I'd advise you to respect your targets more and let them finish their statement. Second, you see this little note about the music? A, you're being a hypocrite since you also have a lack of background music in the original video and then decide to look over the video and maybe even re-upload the video with the music because re-uploading to fix mistakes is so hard, right guys? But yet here you're complaining about it in this video. Not to mention, unless you have the music either too quiet or too loud, most people wouldn't really care about it. And third, the white background is clearly an obvious poke at #WhiteBordersMatter. And while yes, I can admit that it wouldn't work for those who didn't see Duotom's Christmas special on the tree, which you all should totally watch by the way, it does make sense since one of the things you and the others in the tree loves to bring up was white borders matter. I mean, I could understand if it was what Josh was doing earlier, as white borders matter in my eyes should have been used to calling Josh was slapping on white borders and having in things like black square voice in the middle, rather than just using whatever he used to make the white borders as the primary editing software and just having the white background. But this is Doodle, and if I know Doodle, it actually knows how to do backgrounds properly. Also, you have to explain to me how YouTube Dude's ninth commentary was still visually entertaining to watch thanks to the effects he added in, while he himself used a white background. Oh, don't worry, I'll wait.
Also, the subtitles could maybe work, however there's a closed caption feature with YouTube. Why not just use that feature instead? Or, you know, Joshua can just learn to enunciate his words correctly instead of mumbling like a baby.
While yes, using the closed caption in Duel's case might be better for the way it was edited and based on the description, this video was intended to be on Joshua's channel. Guess what Joshua can't do in YouTube via the iPad. Also, Joshua has stated before that he is going at the clearest he can. Blaze, you and I both know that he has a speech impediment. How about you accept that he's giving it his all with it, and in the end, this is the best option.
Hello YouTubers, this is Joshua428 speaking. Before I begin this, I would like to apologize for my bad behavior. It was childish and stupid.
I'm so sorry for being so childish and stupid, even though I can't change for the better because of how bad of a commentator I truly am.
Okay, in all seriousness, however, your apology is a crock of shit.
Wow. Okay, Carmonet, I deeply apologize. Slayer here has by far got to be the most unlikable one in this tree. Really, Joshua can't even apologize without having someone calling him out on being an admittedly less than satisfactory commentary.
Blaze! What are you doing? You're being a bobbing fox, We can't lose you, man,
One thing I dislike is people calling me a liar when I didn't lie in the first place. Here's an idea. Don't sue what I say is a lie. If you want to say I'm wrong, say that instead of calling me a liar. At least it won't be too aggravating for me.
Shut up! Oh my god, I don't care!
Oh hey, that's me doing your parts.
Okay, let me explain the situation clearly here. Since you seem to not realize what Slayer was doing, yeah, that was pretty much
A joke.
I'm sorry, but I'll stop you right here because you already made a dumb point within the introduction to it. Slayer made a whiny, mocking-like impression of Joshua, then he follows this with, and I quote, "Okay, but in all seriousness, your apology is a crock of shit." Yeah, it was totally a joke. In the same way as Dick Sponge getting on his soapbox to say a speech about slice of life in a serious tone was a joke.
And you want to know why that? It's because you have apologised so many times throughout the past few years that it's not even funny. Not to mention you also wouldn't change your ways for the better due to how insincere you are.
You say, as you're commentating on a video where Joshua has a background and subtitles, which were issues people had with his videos at the beginning of the Joshua tree. Yeah, bravo, he hasn't changed for the better at all.
Hey, you know what's funny? Yeah, you say he improved in some things, that I can bring up a list of things he hasn't improved in. Yeah, roll that list, please.
Alright, let's go down the list. The point about his jokes can't be debunked with his commentary on Realm Wars, as it was up to the usual joke commentary formula. All his commentaries he does now are edited decently in Q-Cut, which while it is not Sony Vegas, it does get the job done. He has seemed to calm down to criticism, as I can point to my own quickie on him, where the commentary he started there was only 2 comments long, implying that both me and him were able to discuss the quickie without having to overreact to it. Examples please, plus he also has people now checking his script. In fact, this call with Doodle should be a sign of that. Examples please, and hypocrite again because I could point to your opening which is very quiet compared to the hearing loss you gave the audience when your intro came on, which is something Joshua never does in any of his commentaries from what I have seen. Hey Blaze, should I set up an appointment for you to see someone? We have Quarter Guy, Raven, and even Pyro. I'm sure they can help cure the insanity that makes you rape ears.
While you are right that it's required to do research, you basically are not doing research yourself when there were opportunities for you to talk to her.
That's quite hypocritical of you telling Spirit to do her research, yet you don't do any research or provide any evidence whatsoever. Way to go to contradict yourself.
Since when was hypocrisy a contradiction? And more importantly, since when was hypocrisy incorrect?
Yeah, you weren't 100% wrong on this. However, hypocrisy can make you be able to be taken a lot less seriously. I mean, if you could explain a lot more on why this has the relevancy of the topic, I could actually have a real debate on this point, and maybe it could be even valid.
Explain the relevance? Slayer just literally stated how Joshua was being a hypocrite. Blaze, I'm sure you have ears. How about you actually use them for once?
That's another thing. I at least tried to show some proof. You, on the other hand, don't try to prove me wrong by doing your own research.
Alright, but where's your proof? Yeah, whoever even edited this, probably Doodle. There's this little thing called adding in one clip to help your arguments. And this is really, really bad for people who haven't seen Joshua's original video. And you're the presenter here, so it's your job to back up your claim with evidence. You know,
Alright, how about you show it instead? I mean, you are the presenter, so you can show off pictures, footage, and more in order to show how Slayer didn't show proof in order to be better than those two. I mean, I'm sure there's also others who have come to this video that didn't know about the Joshua tree. Also, Duotones did put a link to Slayer's video down in the description for people to see. Granted, thanks to Slayer, it's unavailable, but the evidence was there. You just needed to look for once.
Portal that allows her to travel. I mean, we get a story behind the dazzlings, which are basically sirens, and if you know what sirens are, you basically get the gist of the plot.
Well, according to Google, in Greek mythology, they were beautiful yet dangerous creatures that led sailors to their doom. Here they just sing the feed.
Using Google as your title reference is about as credible as saying you used Wikipedia, and makes it seem like you of all people didn't do your research.
Okay, ask me this. If I look up books, computers, etc., what is a siren? If you can't figure it out, then that means you have to look it up somewhere. Computers, Google, and Wikipedia are my only sources that can provide information.
So, the only sources of information by your logic are Google, Wikipedia, and computers. You do know that you can gather research from other websites, not just Google, Wikipedia, and so on.
So, what does that matter? That's the sources he chooses to use. Are you telling him he's incorrect? No? Then what the fuck is the point of this interjection?
problem. Wikipedia can be edited by just about anyone, meaning the sources can be just untrustworthy as a whole.
Oh boy! I think it's time to play Raptors Another Person's Point because they already have debunked this point. Today's point will be from Doodle Times!
Alright, I'm just gonna address most of the arguments in this chain in one go. Even though, yes, Wikipedia isn't the best source in the world, it's got a terms of service that reads if they find out you gave faulty information, it will get changed back and you will be given a warning from Wikipedia. Get 3 of them and you will be banned from being able to change anything.
And fun fact, this is nearly, if not the exact point you made in the tree that Duotones burned to the ground. Blaze, Buddy, Amigo, Pal, Chumma Chums. Do you need to seek help? Because I think you might have memory loss.
A lot of his commentaries came out to leave this website. Yeah, I seen his commentaries.
Yeah, but where's your proof that he uses that tactic? Because not everyone has seen Slayer's content before. And just saying that you've seen his content before doesn't mean anything because you don't show clips or proof. Someone get the Tylenol, I need help, and me.
How about you show off the proof since I'm sure it's not hard to look up Slayer. Find something like his 5th commentary. See his final thoughts where he tells someone to leave the internet, and maybe show that part in there or at least leave the video in the description. You know, for someone who wants to show proof, you're barely showing at all.
Do me a favor and stop being there to be a toxic individual and actually give valid critique and counter arguments, else I have no reason to take you seriously as a content creator.
Okay, this made me realize something very, very important here. What has Joshua done? He's pretty much barely improved a whole lot over the last few months, failed when he tries to do something right, and the kicker to this being that him acting severely immature towards criticism.
Hey, didn't you kinda say all this already before in your list? I mean, no offense, but I kinda want to repeat myself that much.
Need I bring up the multiple responses he made to people who made comms on him, including me?
Can I remind you of the burn that took place on that very tree by Eurotones?
Need I bring up the comment chains he's made arguing with people?
Can I remind you of the comment chains now where most of them are pretty short unless your name is Dick Sponge Entertainment when he commented on the commentary on the MLP list?
Need I bring up his stop arguing with me video?
Okay, I'm done. There's barely anything left for me to cover besides his final thoughts, so let's just get mine out of the way. And let me make this clear that I don't mean this to just Blaze. No. This is going out to everyone. From Blaze to Dick Sponge to even people like Dylan Thomas and Ski Hound, amazingly. Give Joshua a fucking chance. Now, I'm not saying you need to stop making videos on Joshua. In fact, that'd be pretty hypocritical of me to say. But what I am saying, though, is that if you're going to cover him, don't do this. The hypocrisy, the lack of paying attention, the fact that this is all made with one mentality. The mentality of Joshua can't improve because he is Joshua. This mentality is honestly sickening because if someone wanted to, then they can say X can't improve because potatoes! When everyone can improve at some point. Even Dick Sponge, a target who I have personally given up on, still does have this chance. But if we want people to improve, then everyone needs to give them that chance, even if they personally are not sure they will take it, and show them exactly where their strong and weak points are. Look, if anyone is wanting to stop commentaries on someone, I agree we need to call them out. But at the same time, we need to be more open to those who now want to improve and guide them on a path that will lead them to success. I mean, I was given a chance by someone like Ryan. Why shouldn't we do the same to someone like Joshua? Okay, I got really emotional there for those final thoughts. Like, a bit more so than my special. I think I need a break from CC things. Maybe cover something Yokai Watch related. I do need to show off my knowledge soon. I guess only time will tell.
Also, here's your Natsu. I hope you're proud of yourself.